Ooh, Chelsea Saunders.
Start off.
Let's start it off.
So it's a game they made in 24 hours. And
oh my god, that's a lucky key.
We gotta find the right key.
Oh god, I love it. Oh, I love Chelsea. She did the like concept, right? Oh, that's not it. One down. 100,000 more to go.
And it's also just because of how it falls on there. I don't know if if the right key's still up here, because it can fall off the platform.
Oh my god. So, how we doing?
So, I was thinking that this could just be a game where we just talk about updates and stuff and how
Visnomadic is going under. We're completely bankrupt.
I mean, that's been true for
decades.
We have.
So let's talk about the apocalypse everyone talks about. We were unaffected, mainly because we don't make any money anyway.
We've actually made the most money we've ever made right now.
That's probably true, actually. Yeah, we make more revenue right now. Because everybody's only going to the people who can actually make it. So,
yeah. It's still not a lot. It's literally $2. That is all that we have made.
No, you can't say that. YouTube will be mad that you tell them how much.
No, you can't say how much your CPM is.
My CPM is not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we need to make more money. But we're not a company.
Nope.
We kind of are, but we don't want. Well, I mean, when I started, I didn't want to be a company. But when we got into like a year of it, I was like, I want to be a company, but we didn't build the infrastructure for a company, so I fucked that up.
I want to be a company, but not in the same kind of sense. Like, I want to be a business. Is the easiest way to say it.
We first have to get popular. That's the first thing. So we haven't got to that point yet.
First step.
But once we get past that one, which I hope will eventually happen, it's the scary parts after that of like not becoming too business-y and losing our friends, and not being too friendly that we aren't a very good business, because those are both you gotta keep on that little path. You gotta keep on that little middle path.
Yeah. Where
you keep a little bit business, but you keep that friendship. I really like. I guess we can talk about this because it's not really Visnomy. But involves all the Visnos. There's a D&D thing you guys are doing that I have nothing to do with.
We're just playing D&D. Like, that's the whole thing. It's not like a show. It's not like a thing. We're just playing D&D. And, like, my girlfriend's in it, too. And it's very, very fun. And I want to do multiple campaigns. Yeah. Just because for, like, different availabilities. So I think eventually we'll get people all around. But then we might make it a show. Like, quote-unquote show. We'll just stream it online. No... Fuck, it's probably that one.
That's the key. I can't wait till you get through all the other ones and it's that one. What if it's none of them? What if life is cruel like that?
I think he did say that it was programmed for at least one.
At least one? Maybe? It's one of these, I swear. But yeah, so you guys are doing that, and that's the kind of balance I'm talking about, where we need to do more like hanging out and not so much pressure on doing recordings. So I don't mind you guys all doing that, and then I focus on making sure that we have videos going.
Yeah, and it's also just, it's a bonding experience, and then it's for how I want everybody to play, is that this can also be a tool for us to learn how to banter better and do stuff. Like, when we're playing, you want to be, you want to be on the whole time, because it's also fun when you're playing D&D and you're just like, well, I'm a duper and this is how I would act constantly. So like, you just get into it and you have fun.
Yeah.
And for how all of our content is, it's all us. Like, we're the only people making our content. Why not act like that all the time?
Yeah. I mean, there is this like prime problem that we tend to have where, like, as soon as there it is, that's the one. It wasn't the one. Where as soon as the camera turns on, no one's natural, and it, like that's still like a thing that a lot of us have. That's why I like when I'm able to get everybody talking and just conversating about something, because then the episode's much better. It always will be.
Well, I mean, you have to kind of start. Like, we've seen that for many of the people that we like, where they're like, yeah, we basically make an episode. We make an episode, and then it's scrapped. Like, it's our warm-up that we do.
Yeah. So
we just do a thing, but then when you're on, you can pretty much stay on. And then you're good for the rest of the takes.
Yeah. That's why I like having a large cast too, because then like there's no getting tired of talking to the same person over and over again, which I think a lot of other channels, they never talk about that. I mean, you can have a best friend, but you can get sick of talking to that best friend every single freaking day.
Yeah. Like it's really really rare to get people that are okay with that. Like I think the only people that won't affect are gonna be like Fraser and Becky on Video Games Awesome, just because they've been talking to each other for 15 years. I think they're okay with each other.
Well, it's a lot of people who cannot be combative, not against each other in a lot of opinions, but still have intelligent discussions and different views on stuff.
Yes, which is what you see in a lot of the best people. Is you might agree, but you agree in a different way. Does that make sense? Like, you're like, no, you're the stupid one. So.
Yeah, you are the stupid one, honey.
That's not me.
I love this game. Game. I like stupid games.
I mean, we could make a whole like month of covering this person's games.
Yeah,
because they are the best.
Well, there was a time where I really wanted to focus on making indies like a big thing and like just talking with the indie developers. Eventually getting to the point where like we have them on episodes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always find it kind of weird to have the person who made a game do a let's play of their game with them.
Yeah.
I like when they do like streams of describing it, but
yeah, like the first exposure shouldn't be, but like we should do a normal episode, but then there's like basically the commentary where we play it again, but the person's there and they're like, oh no, I did this because of this, just because it worked. It's not because of any kind of crazy stuff. It's just if you didn't fart on the goblin, the key wouldn't open, and I don't know why, so that's why you do it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm always curious about how people make games.
I mean, I went to school for a couple years.
Yeah, so. I have the tools and technology to make a game, but boy, if I'm fucking...
That's why I didn't graduate.
I don't have the time.
I didn't have the drive to make games. I like commenting on games. I like deconstructing games. I could be a publisher.
I would think that even if I did like know how to make a game, I'd just be Hideo Kojima and just like write stories and be more excited about the stories than that actually making the game.
Yes, I mean he still makes very very good gameplay elements, but he's very much more about the story most of the time. Like sometimes it's all just because he thinks it's cool. Like it is a lot of Metal Gear is just Escape from New York and Escape from LA. So he's not that deep.
You gotta pull your inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah, and I mean he wears it on his sleeve. Like you can tell it is no. I made this because I like action movies, and I'm like, yeah. Well, I mean, like
some of our favorite games and stories are ones that are just literally the same story.
Wholesale. Yeah, they're wholesale taken. But then like it's. The weird thing is also just that's how genres are made is if you do it, but then you do it slightly different. So, which can segue into everybody complaining about Battlegrounds games on how if you just make it again, is it a genre? So it's like H1Z1 Battlegrounds and PUBG and now Fortnite. Are they copies of each other? Or is it a genre now? You say it's a genre now? Okay.
It's a battle royale. That's what it is.
I mean,
Battle Royale was always
Battle Royale's what?
Well, like, Gears of War made Horde mode. Like, Horde mode was not a thing. And then Gears of... I mean, it probably was. There were probably games that did, but Gears of War made it popular.
Gauntlet's technically a Horde mode. as an entire thing, but it's a different thing.
A little bit different because you're playing
you're
through
not
it,
holding
though.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. A horde mode is like you're sitting and protecting something, and that was not something.
Yeah, and then like what I've seen from Fortnite Battle Royale is it's not anything like PUBG because you still build stuff while you're playing.
Yeah.
Like you can build ramps, you can build buildings as you're playing through it. So it's not. It's just. I mean, if anything, it's a deathmatch. Like it's deathmatch in the thing, but just called Battle Royale now. Like
Battle Royale and deathmatch is like deathmatch. You think of like you got to get to a certain amount of kills.
Yeah.
And you got to get to a certain amount of kills. While it would be more like if you die, you're dead, and the round's over. And that's it. Like you only got one life. So there's a risk, and there's constant like progression because you're always progressing because you're just gonna die, and you're gonna start over.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people got that same vibe from me. Weirdly enough, Minecraft, where Minecraft, if you only played the normal mode, it's only fun if you start over, unless you're like a really builder-friendly person, you know. So it's those games where like someone else figured that out too, and I think that's how Battle Royale kind of became super popular. Is because it's that thrill of starting over, and starting from the beginning and just getting whatever you can and trying to survive, and that's where Battle Royale kind of steps away from deathmatch, because deathmatch you show up with the guns that you love. While like Battle Royale is a scramble to be like, all right, I need this, and I hope I got a pistol.
Yeah. You basically start with like nothing, right? Each and every time.
Yeah, that's usually every Battle Royale game. You just start with nothing.
Well, I mean, even in like PUBG, like you can't spawn with weapons, right? Like you can unlock certain ones to fall on the map, but you don't spawn with anything, or do you spawn with
stuff? You never spawn with anything but your clothing sometimes. On, like, for example, PUBG, you only spawn with your clothing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's different from games like Rust, and, I don't even know what that genre, I guess survival is.
Well, that's just a survival game, yeah. So, like, Rust and then Ark and stuff like that, they're all, you try to live. And that's it.
Multiplayer
You're not really trying to fight other people. You can, and people do, but that's not the objective. The objective is,
I wonder if anyone will find a balance to make a game that's. Someone will find a balance that makes both those game genres kind of mix.
That's called a
little bit better. No, like.
I mean, basically.
I mean, you die still.
Yeah.
And I mean,
so you're talking
just
about
like,
permadeath.
Survival. Like survival elements meets PUBG basically, where you just have to. Yeah, life itself.
Life sim.
But you don't kill people in life usually.
Yes.
Usually.
But then the hand of fate comes in and says, "No, now you gotta kill people."
Oh no! Oh no! But then you can also get married and have 6 kids, and it's fun.
And then you take over one of those kids, and that's how it works. And now it's Rogue Legacy.
Oh, that was a good game. I love Rogue Legacy. That's probably one of my favorite games.
I mean, it's a neat concept. Isn't there another game where it's basically your ancestors? Like when you respawn, you spawn as someone else.
Yeah, there was another game, but I can't remember if it was like top down or 3D. Something like that, yeah, I believe it. I believe there's a game like that.
And then also just talking about very creative games. Whatever happened to that Ronald Reagan game?
Ronald what?
Ronald Reagan? Where it was basically, it was a streamed game, and then you could play it once, but then...
They changed the name of that, I think. It was like...
Because Ronald Reagan was the announcer, and it was based on like Max Headroom, but Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, so it was named something different. It was like Your Chance to Play or something like that, or like one life to live or something. It's probably just in development.
Just stuck in development now.
Yeah, and like there's not really good marketing for it, so I mean
it's a super cool concept though, like because it's free to play, so like you could jump in. and then it's the thing that you said where like you can never play it again.
Yeah.
When you die, you're done.
Well,
but,
it's like
the game itself isn't the fun part. Like that's not the real game. The real game is spawning monsters to try to kill the real player.
There was like a smaller version of that. There was a smaller version of that. It was called like One Choice Hero or something like that, or One Time Hero. No, One Time Hero, I think is what. Where like it's a smaller scale of that, and it's not like you can't ever play again. It's just like there's a big match, and there's like 20 people in the lobby, and if you die, you can summon back that other person. They don't get to play, but you get to like use them as like a minion, and you get to watch the whole match and see if they can beat it. I think that's kind of neat. That could turn into another. That could turn into another genre right there. Yeah. Where people get in on it and like that's streamed, and it's like, come on, everybody, try to help me beat this guy. And then like have giveaways on your stream and stuff. Interactive gameplay over the internet is what's gonna be a whole nother.
I mean, it's changing the world. I mean, it's the big reason why Mixer's probably my favorite platform, because that's still in the background.
Hey, nice move.
So like you can always have it to where people can play the game that you're streaming and have it like that, but it's interactive. Like you can have it set up that way. My stream isn't, just because that's not the format that I have, but whenever we do like banner buddies and stuff, we can have it set up, and then like I can on certain days I can have it to where it is way more interactive than normal shows.
Yeah, don't even get me started on banner buddies. It's just scheduling. It's just all their scheduling. It's like I want to say to daily content, but I also want to focus on much bigger projects too. And right now, like I gotta focus on both. And then it's like also banner buddies. It's like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, banner buddies is less setup, and then it's also
it should be.
I'm getting more equipment soon, so I'm gonna start playing around with stuff, seeing if I can get it high quality for cheap, even if we have to buy stuff for people, and then just do what we need to, because it's not hard, because it's a talk show.
It's not about the equipment anymore, because right now we don't even need to really worry about quality as so much.
Yeah. I always stress about quality.
I respect about quality. I have a high respect for it. But if you ain't got good content,
if you ain't got content,
quality
don't mean
matter.
shit.
Yeah, it don't matter. It does not matter. What if that was the key? That's scary.
It's not though. That's why I toss them.
I swear, if it's the last fucking one,
or if it's not gonna be the last one,
they program it that way. I wonder if anyone's actually beat this game besides the developer. I'm sure they even.
Probably they didn't either. I mean, it was made in 24 hours. They just programmed it to be like, one of these keys, and then drops.
At least one. It's really funny though.
I like how some of the keys look like little dogs though.
Yeah. Oh, can you fall off? Don't. But
you can't.
Okay.
I don't think you can. I think only the keys can pass through the wall.
Perfect. Just the way I want.
Work.
Bye. Yeah, but there's so many shows I want to do, and I want to give them more meaning so people are excited for the next one.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm trying to build, is shows that make you excited to be like, okay, what's next?
I mean, it's the plight of everybody online is I want to be popular, but I don't want to be like stupid popular, because that sounds horrible.
I do.
But like I want like a decent following. I want people to like me.
Bro, I don't even want money. I want
money.
I want to give everybody else money. I'm gonna give everybody money.
Over here.
It's like it's spelling a word or something. It's like what is it? Alphabet soup.
Get over there.
There's like one that written on it. It says, "This is the key."
This key.
This is it. Is that one? No.
What?
That one looks like a little person. Bye. It's me. I'm the key.
I'm the key.
Fine. God, you scare me when you hover over the side like that. Yeah, but I love Visnomadic. I love making it, but
yeah,
it's just a lot of work to come up with like newer stuff, but still keep up with the daily stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes their content is gonna feel rushed for like a month, but I'm hoping like the month after that it's like really good content. But I just gotta get finally like past that rhythm where it's always gonna be good because we're that far ahead.
Yeah.
That it's just gonna continuously be good.
I mean, the only thing that I think we should change is if we do pick up a topical game, we should fit it into the schedule. I think that is kind of shooting us in the foot, being like 2 months behind just because of the timing. But it's like we can shove shit in there.
I mean,
all the time.
did it. I did it with Final Fantasy Comrades. Like I made sure it could get there pretty recent. Hey!
Hey!
Now jump off and fail. Also, make sure to pull up one of the keys from the previous floor for the next door. Hunter, no. Hunter, no. Walk through the door. Really good talk with you, Hunter. We unlocked the ending of the video. Oh god, is there another door? Oh no. Ah. Total tries, 208. Oh my god.
We almost got to the end.
Oh my god. Good talk with you, Hunter.
Good talk, Chris.
I'll talk to you on the next room. Now, unlock the second level. Chelsea, you make good games.
You make good ideas.
Goodbye. Can you pick her up? Where are you going? Hello? Hello? Hunter? Hunter?